Do you ever run your head against a wall for a couple hours and then decide, I'll do it again tomorrow?
Not for me, mate.
That's me tonight. I've been speed tuning like crazy, and I finally got a viewer speed tune working. Yes, so big shout out to one of my viewers. I don't know if he wants his name exposed or not, but this is a speed tune that I did for him. This is a Cernic Skullcrusher speed tune. Using stock, Frozen Banshee, and Noct. This was awkwardly difficult to get done, actually. It took forever because we started with a ninja, and I like to be organic or creative on the tunes. So I started to do a ninja tune and struggled, heavily struggled to do one to come up. There's some ratio I'm missing with a ninja. Yes, I know he's got turn meter boost. Please don't tell me that in the comments. I'm aware. But there's some ratio between the speeds. I haven't seen like the formula for that. I'm sure it's around. However, we did get this guy who never touched Ultra Nightmare to a 2-key. Yes, actually, with the gear he has, which is better gear than I have, he can 2-key Ultra Nightmare. Freeze! Stop right there. Click the link in the description right now to get a free Legendary Champion, Corrado the Fox Hunter, and 3 amazing epics as you level up. Here are the exact steps that you need to do to get this going on. Step 1. Log out of Player and play on PC. If you've never had Raid installed on your mobile phone before, the link will work there too. Step 2. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Woohoo! Congratulations! That first champ is your free legendary, Corrado the Fox Hunter. And not only that, as you level up and progress, you're going to be getting Fane, Romero, and Vergus. So click the link below right now and get started on your amazing raid adventure. This speed, and this speed. Well, there's a little variance, but these can be literally any champ. So if you have Sir Nick and you have him booked, and you have a Skullcrusher, or you have, he's only hitting Void. His clan doesn't actually kill it, so for Affinity. So, but you might need, if you were hitting Affinity clan boss, you would need something like, was it a Taurus? It's not a satyr, it's the cow with horns, the goat with horns that has unkillable. You're going to need somebody that does an unkillable buff, and you're going to need them to be an affinity that the clan boss wants to pound. If you can do that, then you can actually use this tune exactly. I'll run through it as well. Unkillable is here. The priority is actually for the unkillable with this build. And take out the cooldown here so you see that the tune actually works. A big shout out if somebody left a comment while they were waiting. How this works is Sir Nicholas is going to use his unkillable at the very end of the first turn, so nobody goes after Nick. It's going to sync up here. I think it syncs on 6. And this is how it's going to repeat the whole time. Unkillable, unkillable. Now, this is a 1-to-1 ratio team. That means that we're gonna just go once basically for every time the clan boss does. What's great about that is because Nick is using it at the end of a turn. That means that we don't need an unkillable buff here in the middle ever. We don't need any unkillable buff in the middle. Everybody just goes once, they have unkillable. It's fantastic. And then coming into the last turn, we have Skullcrusher, who's going to go last every single time. He is going to place Ally Protect, he's going to place Counterattack on his allies, and he is going to place a self-unkillable. Clan boss likes to avoid buffs. He also loves to pound the leader, and he, doesn't care if you have unkillable. That means that Skullcrusher basically buffing everybody else makes him even more of a juicy, sweet, fantastic stun target. So that is the tune. This works. This will take you actually all the way through 50. You got to watch the HPs. This is a continuous heal, so a lot of the tunes that you'll see online actually are for man-eater tunes or for tunes that don't have healing, and the stun calc is wrong. So stun calc does not like to play with continuous heal. We actually want more HP. We actually want Stock, for example, to be even a little more beefier than he was. Otherwise, he was taking stun at turn 45. And then Skullcrusher is built with basically no regen. So don't build him in a regen set of any kind, not even immortal, because continuous heal. There's not a ton of stuff online for Sir Nick. Maybe I'll do it. This is a tune for me. This is me trying to tune a Spirit Affinity clan boss with a Doom Priest, heavily based off the Deadwood Jedi's tune. It was more custom for a while because though I was bugged and that was super goofy, and I was doing a ton of tunes. But currently it's pretty stock standard. I've got Geog running at 175. I've got Nick at 177. There we go. Sorry guys. Noel is at 268, 267 true. There's a little bit of flux here. 268. This has to be higher than this. And then Doom Priest. I am actually trying to have Doom Priest go, and I can't seem to get her to go first. I cannot seem to get her to go first, and so this tune actually does fall apart. Although it looks like a la the calculator that this tune should actually work. I cannot seem to get it to work. Maybe there's a rounding error for me somewhere. but I'm pretty particular on that, so I can't seem to get it to work. This is my way to cheese Spirit because the Deadwood Homies comp is going to require you to have a block of debuffs on a 3-turn cooldown. I don't have it. If you like clan boss stuff, shout out to you. You're a cool person. I really do. I really, really do. I have to admit it. This is fun for me. This is actually enjoyable. But yeah, the brain hurts after a while looking at it. So if you need a tune done, hit me up on Discord. We'll figure it out. I'm probably doing still some more charity tunes for people at this point because I like it. But the amount of hours that go into some of these, if people have non-standard champs or we want to do something custom, it's pretty goofy. It's actually a pretty huge hour mark. If you don't know, Sandless Survivor is a buff extender. The delays matter. All these are set correctly. This is calculators on deadwoodjedi.info/clan boss. Also use the Bronco Speed Calculator, which I think is just called Speed Calculator, and it's on GitHub, which is pretty fantastic. That's where we're at. This is a Clan Boss video, guys. This is straight Clan Boss video. Now, having said that, now I'm gonna make it seem like it's not a Clan Boss video. This is us in Doom Tower. This is us actually wiping Doom Tower. Next video series that's going to come out as well is going to be a free-to-play guide on the basics of Doom Tower here. But I fed the Armiger on this account, so I don't have an Armiger. And if I use anybody else for Destroy HP, I think people are going to squeal. As far as tunes go as well, the one that I just showed you for me, ignore the, I think I did a 20, oh no, the alternate, this is correct. I did one on Void. And since I don't have block debuffs, my Spirit is pretty bad. So then I did another 20 mil with just manual. This is a full auto tune on Nightmare as well. We'll go to Quick Battle. I've got it set up. This is also a 2-to-1 tune. And we get a 52 mil, which we wasted a key. Oh well, we get to show that it's full auto on it. It's a pretty nice tune, to be honest. This is a great use for Noelle. Noelle is also really phenomenal, although this is not a Noelle showcase, I swear. Noelle is also really phenomenal for this. She is so fast now because I've now got this running without stocks aura. By the way, if those speeds are too fast for you, I'll show you what you can do. Yes, so if you are finding that these speeds are too fast for you, and that is understandable, you can basically go something like we'll just go Void on this now, and then you can go something like stock aura or a generic 19% aura, heck, even a Doom Priest aura. And then I think this is 225, 261 maybe, 251, 158. I've actually done this way too many times, like just stupid amounts of times. You should not be able to punch in your clan boss calc from memory. And yes, this looks like it is fully functioning. Let's double check. Unkillable, and then Noelle goes again, and then she'll have it up for Unkillable again, because Unkillable here right at the end. Yep, okay. And it repeats. Gets a little weird on turn 22. Nope, okay, yep, so we're repeating. This is a fully functional clan boss tune. That means your top speed just needs to be around 261. Again, Sandlash has to be faster than Noelle, because it's the buff extender, so she's going to open A1, then Noelle's going to open Unkillable, which is your speed buff. 30% boost type thing, and then next turn Sandlash extends that so everybody keeps going fast. This is a tune, by the way, it's definitely a 2-key tune, which is pretty great, but it's not a 2-key on Spirit, and stock is who this should be instead of our boy Doom Priest, or excuse me, Our Lady Doom Priest. If you go to calc, it doesn't work, make sure you turn off that A2. Side note, there is definitely going to be an A2 tune coming from me, but I don't know that it matters for people, and I don't want to waste too much time on the channel because, yeah, is our Clan Boss video is going to be popular? I don't know. I'm not Deadwood Jedi. I'm Casual Samuel. I like making Clan Boss guides and stuff in my own way, and he does an amazing job, and he's in his own lane. He's killing it. That guy is killing it. Also seems like a really nice guy, to be honest. For me, I really like messing around with custom tunes. So when it comes to Demon Lord, it's like, okay, can I make this work on Affinity? What can we do? Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, guys. I'm going to show you one other thing as far as that goes, as champion goes. Okay, so if you were to go in here and you can check, you got Unkillable, and then does anybody do block damage? Well, yes, a couple people do, but none of them are going to be a Swim Clan boss. So we've got our Unkillables. Skull Crusher as well is probably going to make his way into a tune for me at some point here, but I just don't have people that are slapping very hard to throw him in. Sir Nick's Unkillable is absolutely fantastic. This guy does not get enough love at all. Ignore the relic. This is just an HP relic. Actually, I will say as a tip, guys, a little bit of a throwaway. If you need just raw stats, you can put the relic on. Hatter's Revenge for a buff does absolutely nothing for Sir Nick. I mean, this for anywhere he goes, this is terrible. His attack is nothing. Dude has 1500 attack and only 3700. I mean, that's pretty okay defense. And speaking of that, I should show you the stats we're working with here. So they're all very reasonable. 2700 less, 2700 defense here for Noel. Stock was actually much beefier for all, 3000, didn't need it, moved some stuff around. So I got him about 2600. And Sandlash Survivor, get this, can you believe it? Sandlash is 50. This lady has 1600 defense. This is a very, very, very attainable tune that way. And until today, where I redid it, I was running this with an aura, which makes it so much easier. Oh, and then my man Geo, who I'm hoping now can be used elsewhere because he was kind of really freaking slow. Yeah, Geo is actually built for damage here, if such a thing can be said. He's 170% crit rate. Tell that to your Geo. And his defense is only 1700, but he has 175 speed and 4300. It's gotta be attack boots, right? No, it's still speed boots. 4300 attack. Insane. And we don't even have a maxed out crit damage aim on. These stats, ignore the crit damage. None of his damage coming from that. It's all coming from burn. And that's why I don't have a place for Skull Crown on my team. Because Skull Crown, although so cool and theoretically so sick, like I have in my Sea League Priest Horn. I've tried him in the comps. I think booking is a problem here. I think maybe this would help a little bit. I would like a poison activator. I think that would be fantastic. He has it. I've tried Venomage. He actually activates too many poisons and he doesn't place enough because this needs to be on a lower cooldown and this needs to be, so he's not spamming A1. The irony being, I've messed around with the comp a lot and nothing is actually doing more damage than Geo, who's putting out 20 million damage, and Stock, who's putting out almost 20 million damage, basically. And we are comfortably 2-keying everything but Spirit. So the real kicker is, can I 2-key Spirit? I don't know. Tune in next week to find out. If you have a Clan Boss question, hit it up in the comments. If you made it this far in the video as well, thank you. Please like and subscribe. It really, really does help the videos. And honestly, it helps. It's like a mood booster. It's just really fun for me. Even if the channel doesn't, get some insane boost from your one comment, leave a comment if you like Clan Boss stuff. I would be more than happy to at least talk about looking at some tunes with people and to see who they wanted to kind of fit in and what some options were. Hit me up in Discord. Also, I've gotten the Attempted build is a little freebie here at the end. I have spent dummy amounts of credits and if I'm being honest, gems on reworking masteries because I was like, maybe my issue is masteries. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe a little bit. I think the problem is I'm getting gear checked. And you know what? I've dropped 1,000 energy into Sand Devil. And you know how many medium pots I got? Would you like to guess? 40. 1,000 energy gave me 40 pots, which is unbelievably terrible. Maybe that's normal odds. I don't know. But I mean, that is just horrific. It looked like it was about was it 12% or 5% chance? I looked at Stage's tool. Anyway, this guy needs fully ascended boots and gloves, which would be the first time any champ I have will have fully ascended boots and gloves, period, across the account. But I got a defense and an HP ascension on them. But as long as we pop one more set of poisons, so we need him to hit poisons one more time, we can basically keep going here. Oh, that is unlucky. So we are actually built to resist here. We're built different. He might still be okay. And we don't actually need the 300 resist. A lot of the guys are saying you need 300 resist. You don't need it. It's not necessary. I have him on slightly over 238 because I don't care if the dragon stuns him. I don't care. What I care about is do these toxic crossbowmen stun him. And if the crossbowmen don't stun him, bully. I mean, fantastic. He's gaming. If he procs poisons. So that's why we changed masteries and with Master Hexer, and we've got retaliate masteries. And I don't have the gear to put him in like good revenge stuff. It's very scuffed. But he's probably got by far my best gear across the entire account right now. Like by far the best gear on the entire account for like a solo build. So that's kind of fun. I enjoy that actually. I'm enjoying that he's doing a good job. The dragon is going to get absolutely wrecked here. I think we've had as fast as like a 127. And it really comes down to is he proccing poisons on the waves? Because once he gets here, it's pretty straightforward. you're just A1, 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 and I've this changed in the AI. That's why there's an AI setup on this, because otherwise he sometimes doesn't even use his A2. He's not spreading X, which is terrible. He dies. It's actually terrible. But this is going to be an extremely comfortable solo farm right here. And once we can get full ascension on his gear, I think we're going to be in business. I appreciate the comments on the last video. In fact, I'm going to see if I can put it up right here. There's a comment from a guy that says the problem is you're ignorant. And honestly, he's a little bit right, like a little bit right. And so, yeah, I'll put it up right here. Shout out. Speed with defense, which we would love. I mean, I'd love to ascend. And we've got defense with HP percentage. Yeah, as far as stats goes, 3,300 defense, got okay attack, no crit rate, couldn't fit it in, but our HP is going up, up, up. This was a quad roll ring. I've never had one. Anyway, this should not be in a Kempton demo. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, Casual Samuel. Hit like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye-bye.